Shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. And salutation, peace, and blessings to your whole elect of the children of Israel. That's laboring in sincerity and in truth. People of Negro and Indian Latino descent. Okay, there's like foreigners as well. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and scattered amongst the four corners of the earth. It's pretty much what this video is all about, and you women as well that's looking to escape the pollutions of this world. Okay, here's one example I did a search for in India. Besides Esau, one of those heathen nations that seems to be so far as far as the degenerate. Elam is heavy into other gods and vile, abominable acts, and it seems to be one of the other low-life nations, with which they all are, that I seem to notice a lot day by day. Especially when you're in the suburbs of Babylon. Elam, a lot of Elamites lives amongst Esau. They hate you just as much as Esau hates you. So my first search was India, India, Pakistan, and Persia, which is Iran, is the same nation, Elamites. All right, and that's just one. Let me clock that out. Let me pull up another one here. First, let me pull up a scripture. Show you what it means by being scattered. It's just putting some light on it. I'm going to do scatter and scattered. Okay, it's like I meant to do the search here. Didn't do the search. Okay, there was one, Jeremiah. It's like, I was thinking of it, Isaiah 11. Okay, let's see, where am I going here? The restored remnant. There we go. Okay. Isaiah 11:11, it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again a second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations. And let's do that word ensign. He will set up an ensign. Nos. Something lifted up. A standard, a signal. A signal. Signal pole, ensign, banner. A sign. And that's what you're looking for. You gotta learn to be spiritual, man. Use your spiritual eye when you are examining anything. Examine everything by the best of your ability using your spiritual eye. Okay, so these are signs. Okay, just pretty much they're just signs. One of these examples that I'm showing you. And this is how you can tell. And he shall set up an ensign, a sign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel. And the same thing now, and we're seeing many of those examples now, but those examples that we had, especially dealing with Paul's writings, how Jake didn't want to accept the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners in because of the way they looked, dressed, and acted in most cases, and regardless, they were, as far as being Israelites, they were Israelites, but Jake didn't want to accept them in because, again, being in that Gentile state of mind, a lot of those Gentiles, they knew they were Israelites, go and examining a lot of the scriptures that are in the New Testament, but they were just living in those foreign lands. Why else would that dispersed be coming into Jerusalem every year to um, uh, observe the Passover, for as an example? You know, that's just an example. So again, which little debate, because you can't debate the scriptures. The truth of the scriptures is plain obvious, man. That the Gentiles are the Israelites, and he set up an entire nation, shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Dispersed, they were dispersed, because of these curses. They're dispersed. Yeah, to scatter, disperse, overspread, be scattered. I mean, it's just self-explanatory when you scatter something what it means, or disperse. So let me go back to that scripture. Okay. But Cush and from Elam. That's why I definitely started with Elam here. This is Elam, India. And a sign that these are Israelites. Just click on one of the videos, because I literally don't want to click on the video. But you can clearly see through the rapping and through. And here, let me go back to this first one. How I think it says they were influenced by these. You see how Jake's music reached all over, and how it reached the ears of those dispersed Israelites, and it influenced them. From its very, very beginnings, rap music was a live phenomenon. And I'm only using music because it's one of the clear signs how obvious that they're Israelites. Rhythm. Rhythm always is a sign. Having that spirit of rhythm, that's a heavy sign of an Israelite, because the other nation simply does not have it. Using Barack Obama as an example, clearly not a Jake, man. Okay, in hip hop's earliest days, if you wanted to hear rap music, you would have to catch it happening live at a park jam. Records sitting on a block party. In those days, the closest thing to rap record were the countless cassette tapes that recorded at these times, at these live jams. These tapes featured early hip hop luminaries like African Bambaataa, child molester, a child molester in Mo, Jazzy J, and Zulu Nation, Kool Herc, their brothers, Cold Crush Brothers, and more were circulating all over, allowing listeners a chance to hear rap music as it appeared live. For by the 1980s, rap music had emerged as a record medium and a formal genre that grew increasingly intertwined with the recording industry. By making the leap from primary live setting to records, hip hop began to spread internationally. Young people around the world took notes from the American pioneers and began this new sound. And it says American pioneers, but let's just keep it real. Israelite pioneers. Okay? That's the correct way of saying it. And combine this new sound with musical traditions of their homelands. Okay, one of the oldest countries in the world, India. Musical heritage stretched far back into antiquity. More recently, though, the influence of Indian music has touched everything from the jazz sound of John Coltrane, the Byrds, the trashy Beatles, to modern electronic music. This cultural exchange between India and the rest of the world goes both ways. You began to see the sound of hip hop in India, for example, near the dawn of the 90s. And it's just Israelites that it's touching. I mean, heathens like it, but they can't imitate it. You know, they can't imitate it. They try to. You use here, let me do this instead. Your boy Bangs in Africa. That cracks me up. Hip hop and I hope it comes up. I used to have the video. It's on TikTok. Let me just go to videos though. Your boy Bangs. I think it's Bangs. You want to talk about an abomination? It's not gonna come up. Maybe here. Let me do the actual search. The name. I think it's Bangs, if I'm correct. I guess it's not Bangs. It's horrible too. It's horrible. It's not Bangs. I'm not gonna do it every time I go to TikTok. It makes this app that I use makes it crash, and you'll lose the whole video. Let me try and get more specific though. It's almost hilarious. Sometimes, oh, there it is. It has GMS. Worst Hamite African rapper ever. Okay, that's it right here. Okay, there's another one. We've officially found the worst rapper ever. Ever. I mean, ever. See, this is not the spirit. And this is what I mean. You can't imitate Jake, man. You know, the heathens can't imitate Jake. They can try, but look.
How you want me to?
Oh,
How do you feel?
What happened to it?
Laugh real.
There it is.
How you want me to?
That's
How do you
horrible.
feel?
This is horrible.
Laugh real.
Look at that spirit.
How you want me to? How do you feel? Laugh real. How you want me to? How do you feel?
I can't play no more of that because
Laugh real.
that's horrible just to even listen to. So you see what I mean? Okay, that's India. See, that's dude right here. Dino James loves Eminem, and so do a lot of Indian rappers. Personally, I can't stand the piece of shit. I can't stand his spirit. I ain't saying he can't rap because the piece of shit can rap. I can't stand his foul. He got a foul spirit, man. A foul spirit. You know, Eminem don't give a damn about Jake. You can see by his spirit, that's a Jake, man. This is a Jake. I'm not gonna play his music. I don't want to play his music. Let's do another search somewhere else. Well, what's his name? Ryak. He goes by the name of Ryak, and he hails from Africa. And when you watch this video, how you want me to, it will make the rapper you hate the most seem like the greatest of all time. It's true. No matter what language he speaks, he still be considered the worst rapper ever. Ever. If you think I'm kidding, see for yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. Even Ryak can't figure out his own lyrics. Watch how lost he looks trying to lip sync to his own flow. You won't be able to make any sense of his gibberish over that killer beat he's laying down from what sounds like a $15 Toys R Us keyboard. If you make it through this entire video, I applaud you. And if you did, I'm going to guess that you're still laughing right now. And you're extremely confused by what you just heard. I won't bother apologizing for putting you through this painful video, because I figured if I had to suffer through it, why not pass it on to the good folks who read our wonderful site as well. For your information, I'm laughing and shaking my head literally. And that's kind of funny. I am too. I mean, this is a heathen, man. And you have many examples of this with these heathens around the world, because they're influenced by Jake. We influence the world, man. You know, even the worst of Jakes influence the world. You can see how prosperous the trash is, you know, as far as the female rappers go, mainly mainly the females and the you know, but Jake in general, even the worst of us, you know, influence the world. This madness is going on now, man, especially what they call that red cat or red whatever. Oh Lord, it's getting worse and it's getting worse. All right, Deuteronomy 28 and let me go. 28 and 64. That's it. Deuteronomy 28 and 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good, and there's many examples of him rejoicing over us and doing us good. But what did Jake do? Turn their back against the Lord. Until this day, and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you, and to bring you to naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land whither you goes and possess it. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. I just gave you two examples. Well, actually, that the one amongst in Africa. Once you know, Jake is all over Africa, West Africa. Like the other day, which I see them a lot. Israelites from Ghana that literally look down on the Israelites here in America, the ones they call Akata, something like that. Niger, which is heavy in the news now. Jakes, man, heavy Jakes. All right, you know what? Let me do this. And this is one of my favorites. I love listening to it. Hip hop out of China. Them boys getting down. Hip hop in China. Them boys is getting. Them girls, the dancing, the what you call it, choreography, whatever you call it. There ain't nothing but examples of Jakes all over China and Japan as well. My brother's married to a Jake out of Japan, born and raised in Japan. You know, now she's been here since the late. He's brought her here since the late 90s with his crackhead ass. I don't have none as far as memory goes to remembering names, but you go through a lot of these examples, man. Hip hop is, hey, it's on point in Japan, in China. It's on point. Why we did a series of Chinese hip hop East Coast. I might want to click on one of these. Especially this young girl. 8 Chinese female rappers you need to know. You can see their spirit just look like light-skinned nigger women. Don't they? That's the spirit, man. She's giving you showing you a sign. So I guess there's a video here. I didn't say all of it was good. It's a lot. There's a lot good. A lot of it that has that old school vibe to it. Old, you know. Like light-skinned sisters in the hood, don't they? I could let that play on, but it's all right. I was hoping just this one would pop up though. Took TikTok by storm, little young chick. Is the world ready for Chinese hip hop? BBC special, I see. China bans hip hop from TV as part of growing censorship. Wow. China look like Moab can't stand that rhythm, man. It's a threat. How the rise of hip hop in China created a streetwear boom. Let's see what this is. You know, the clothing, where, you know, which you can't use America now. These niggas in America now, the way they dress, because the way they dress is now it's heathenous. You know, no matching, just no matching, clothes too small, or you know. Them niggas, man. You want another clear sign? Watch the movie. What's the name of this movie? Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle, and I'm telling you, I strongly believe every character in the movie is an Israelite. Kung Fu Hustle. And you just watch it and watch the movement. Just watch how they move. I strongly believe that every character in the movie is an Israelite, especially the Axe Gang. They're singing, they're dancing together before they started slaughtering the people. Let me see if it comes up. Which that it's called, the type of dancing is called, I think it's called choreography, which isn't the best example of showing rhythm, but you watch their rhythm, you watch their movement, you can clearly see. Because you see Edomites dancing in line. Well, you see heathens dancing on these commercials, which you can clearly see the spirits are not like Jake, you know. They can go through the motions, but as far as having that rhythm, man, it's just not there. There's plenty of examples of that as well. Choreography don't mean rhythm, but you watch the movement of certain ones. In this case, all of them. It's not coming up. The Axe Gang. You know what? Let me do this. Okay, right up. Axe Gang. When they were dancing, this may be it. Disco swag dance. Disco swag dance. It's a YouTube video.
Don't miss out. Under $1. Great for styling.
You see this? I'll probably get this video deleted because of this. You see this movement? It's a fair use law or whatever. I'm a Israelite, man. Not play too much of that. You know how these devils do it. That's the Axe Gang for you. Let me go to Deuteronomy. Okay. And the Lord shall scatter thee amongst all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. The other gods like Buddha, for example. Buddha. I can't think of the name of Elon. But there's many examples of this, man. Many examples. Let's see, I thought, was there another one? Deuteronomy 4:27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you. Let's see. This is Jeremiah 9:16. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will send a sword after them till I have consumed them. Beautiful scripture. So that's pretty much it. So I hope you were edified. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.